In this video help, I'm going to be covering the map library offline for the iPad. If you've already viewed the video for the iPhone, you're going to note that there's quite a bit more information on this screen. Now, what I want to show you right from the beginning is, or comment about, is that since you're on a body of water, say for example in the Gulf, Atlantic, or Pacific, and you're doing a fishing trip, the first thing you're going to need to have in mind when you're looking at a photograph of a map is the latitude and longitude. So obviously you're going to need some kind of a device in order to be able to identify where the lat and lon is and where the location is that you're at. Now you might question, well, what do I need this thing for if I've got the lat and lon or I have a GPS on board? Well, there's a couple of reasons. If you're looking for a landmark as you're coming back into shore from one of the locations you're at, or looking from shore where you can see landmarks, you can identify that particular position exactly along with the lat and lon, and you may want to move and then take a photograph of what you see from the out at sea type of view back toward the land view. You can continue to have as many of those as you want in these records. For example, you can have a record that can be selected here by saying show, that shows you different views. Now I'm going to flip from the top where you can't see it, the menu. We're looking at just a screen of a global map here, and I'm going to go into additional information that is a turn-by-turn type of a situation for a GPS coordinate. And what you can do is you can use this if it's available if you're on land in a lake type environment, along with the lat and lon and the different directions that are here. But let's point out something else. Say that you're on a lake or a large lake and you're using landmarks as coordinates to go toward a particular location where maybe you don't have GPS. Well, you can also shoot a picture and then click here and insert that picture in this particular field, and then you have a visual reference where you're looking, say, at a water tower or some other fixture that's on the shore that's not going to be moving. And you can compare that to, say, maybe something on this side of the picture and that side of the picture to identify a location where you're either going to or coming from a location on the water. This is very helpful for some people. If you don't use it, it's an option that's available. It's up to you whether you use it or not. Now, as I stated, when you have this and you click on it, you have the ability to put in a picture, or you can actually put in a QuickTime video where you're sweeping from side to side and running a video in here where you're looking at an image that is broader than just holding an area that you're seeing in between this horizontal area. So it gives the ability to see more and add more to the references that you have as far as the shoreline. It's like a panoramic view, so to speak. Okay, with that information available, you can also take over here and put the notes in this area. Now, if you're on the iPad, you can do what I call the three-finger tap method, where if you tap on the screen, it will zoom in, or you can use the pinch method, where you open the pinch to zoom in and read this information on here. The same thing goes if you're looking at a map. If you're looking at a map and you want to see that information will be visual if you want to zoom into a certain area on a offline map. Now, why have an offline map? Well, once you get away from the shoreline and you get out a certain distance, you probably don't have either GPS, because you will not have a 3G or 4G connection to be able to see the map itself and the information for GPS, unless you have a built-in GPS on board your boat, where it can still reach signals by satellite. And if that's the case, then you would still have navigation. But if you don't have that available to you, this could become very useful for you to find locations around the area where you want to fish. Okay, if you have any questions, as usual, you can always contact me on the support site. Thank you.